Hey folks, Sarge here. I just wanted to do a quick little video here to talk about a concept that I've been tossing around in my mind here for a little while. And that is that there is a correlation, there's a lot of similarities between the law of attraction and cognitive behavioral therapy, right? They can both do wonderful things in your life. Now, if you're into the new age thing and you like the law of attraction, you're probably going to find this very interesting. And if you're a cognitive behavioral therapist, you're probably going to find this very interesting as well. So what do we have in common? Well, the law of attraction states that if you want to manifest good things in your life, you have to manage your thoughts with strong intent and manage your feelings with strong intent. And you want to believe it, like whatever you're trying to manifest. If you're trying to manifest a new job, a new friend, a new girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, you have to believe very, very strongly in your heart that it's already coming to you, right? And you have to believe that you're ready to receive this, right? That you're worthy, right? You're already starting to see the similarities, aren't you, right? So and you have to think about it as if you already had it, right? So what I would say to you as a therapist and somebody who's been doing this for a very long time now is that cognitive behavioral therapy applies a lot of the same principles in that we believe that thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are intertwined, right? So if I have a thought such as I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm not worthy, I'm unlovable, I'm stupid, right? Like if you think like that, and you're thinking, and some of you I know are thinking like this all the time, you have to be really, really mindful of that, because when you think like that, several things start to happen immediately. And I mean immediately, your brain starts to produce the neurotransmitters and the hormones and the pathway electricity to produce that feeling, right? So if you say, well, I'm stupid, right? Or I'm unlovable. Well, your brain is like a computer. It's just responding to the commands. Your thoughts are the commands. So if your brain says, oh, you want to feel like that? I'll give you that, right? And so it'll start to give you these neurotransmitters like cortisol and things like that are going to make you feel pretty dumpy, right? Sorry for the camera shake. I don't have my tripod today. And so you're going to start to feel pretty crappy about that. And then when you start to feel pretty crappy, your brain has this natural tendency to want to reset, right? To correct negative things. And sometimes if they're overly positive, it will do the same thing too. So what's going to happen is you're going to seek out behaviors that are immediately going to make you start to feel better. Well, what's going to give you the fastest hit of dopamine, right? It's usually the bad stuff. It's usually candy, cake, cookies, shopping for stuff that you can't afford. For some people, pornography and gambling, right? Alcohol, drugs, you name it, right? All these things are going to give you an immediate hit of dopamine, and it's going to get you back to your what you felt like. Now I feel right. Now I feel normal, quote unquote, right? But then you get that immediate quick hit, but then you're going to start to feel like I feel crappy about what I did. I shouldn't have eaten that chocolate cake. I shouldn't have, spent all that money on scratch tickets or whatever. And so you start to think, oh man, I'm stupid. I'm fat. I'm ugly, right? And so you get caught up in this cycle. So with cognitive behavioral therapy, what we try to do is we are trying to get you to change your behaviors. And I think for a long time as a therapist, I focused too much on the behaviors and not the cognitions. But now I'm in the second half of my career, and I am really focusing much more on the cognitions, because I believe that's where it starts and that's where your best intervention is, right? So I can teach you like, okay, it's not good to eat chocolate cake. Why don't you have a piece of fruit instead, right? Well, if you still are not managing your thoughts, that's not going to be sustainable. And I wish I knew that earlier in my career. I wish I totally understood that, right? So you have to manage the cognitive piece, and I would say it's even more important, okay? So that if you do the cognitive piece of it, the other stuff will tend to follow. Your feelings will be better, and your behaviors will start to change in line. You have to do all of it, but I'm just saying that if you manage the cognitive piece, it's gonna be easier on you. So with cognitive behavioral therapy, if I want to have a new relationship, right, I need to start to think like I am deserving of this. I'm lovable. I'm fun, right? See, I already smiled. My brain did that. I didn't do that intentionally. My brain said, oh, we want to feel good, right? So I want you to try this, practice in the mirror. You say these things to yourself, right? And watch how your body reacts to it, because it's quick. It's almost like light speed, right? So you say to yourself, I am lovable. I am fun. I'm smart. People want to hang around with me, right? And guess what you're going to do? You're going to start to feel better. And because you're feeling better, you're going to start to choose behaviors that are going to make you more attractive to people, right? So you're going to put out an energy and aura that's going to open more doors for you, right? And this goes for like applying for jobs and things like that as well, right? So CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, that's what that stands for. CBT stands for cognitive behavioral therapy, is just another way to manifest what you want in your life, all right? I welcome your comments down below. You're certainly free to disagree with me. This is just an idea I've been bouncing around for a while, and it makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. This channel is all about mental health, managing your mental wellness. I'm a 25-year therapist. I've been in the field for a long time. I've worked with just about every population you can imagine, every age group that you can imagine. And I'm here to share some of that knowledge with you for free on YouTube, all right? So I'd love to have you subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you're a new subscriber, all right? And if you enjoyed this at all, if you got any value out of it, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Y'all have a good day.